A month after becoming the new leader of Iran, President Ahmadinejad held a town hall-like meeting in which he praised the virtues of suicide bombing. He called it an art.
هنرمندی و هنرنمایی زیباتر و الهی‌تر و ماندگارتر از هنر شهادت. اصلا ملتی که شهادت داره اسارت نداره.
He made similar statements at a recent Army Day parade in Tehran, urging his soldiers to prepare for paradise. CBN News was there to cover the event.
Our army is the army that angels rush to them to send them messages not to be sad or worried, to let them know that paradise is awaiting them. We thank God that our army is the army of Allah, the army which is ready to sacrifice for Allah.
Standing close to him at the parade was one of the top generals in the Iranian army. In an exclusive interview, Saeed Abdul Rahim Musawi told CBN News that his soldiers were ready for the Americans.
We are the guardians of the beliefs of our nation, and we are in full alert, ready to defend our beliefs. We will teach the American army a lesson they will never forget, and this experience will not be equal to their experiences in Afghanistan or Iraq.
But as tensions over its nuclear program escalated, the regime here decided that it needed more men and women who were willing to die. So a couple of months ago, they launched the Lovers of Martyrdom organization. The goal, to recruit and train men and women for suicide operations. According to the suicide application form seen here, the group hopes to form a martyrdom division in every Iranian province.
مال هنر به اینه که بهترین زیستن رو معرفی بکنه، بهترین مردن رو معرفی بکنه. این هنر یعنی اینه که من یه چیز زندگی کن دیگه. تشیین هنر.
And those words have found resonance in a video produced by an Arab TV station and obtained by CBN News. Scores of men and women can be seen signing up for suicidal missions, chanting, "There is no God but Allah." The volunteers welcome the opportunity to die a martyr's death.
ولا نحتاج إلى إذن من أي أحد، فهذا مرتبط بواجباتنا ومسؤولياتنا الدينية. هذه خياراتنا ولا خوف لدينا.
So far, some 52,000 people have reportedly joined the Lovers of Martyrdom group. Firuz Rajai is one of the group's leaders.
هدفنا هو نيل الشهادة في طريق الجهاد الحق، وهذا هو الطريق الصحيح الذي نصبو إليه. لا نحتاج إلى فتوى شرعية في هذا المجال، ففتوانا حصلنا عليها من القرآن الكريم ومن جميع المراجع الدينية في شريعتنا الإسلامية، ونقسم أن نكون قنابل تنفجر بكل شخص تسول له نفسه هتك مقدساتنا.
A spokesman for the organization warns that recruits are ready to strike America, Britain or Israel if Iran's nuclear facilities come under attack.
These countries should know that they have interest in some sensitive areas which can be targeted by our suicide attackers.
On a recent Sunday afternoon on the south side of Iran's capital city, Tehran, CBN News gained rare access to a martyrdom registration center. Inside, our cameras captured the sights and sounds of what appeared to be a well-organized effort to recruit and train the next wave of suicide bombers. In one corner of the room stood a poster declaring Israel must be wiped out. In another, video manuals on how to carry out suicide operations. On television and computer screens scattered around the room, video clips showing Palestinian suicide attacks against Israelis. Elsewhere, history books documenting the practice of suicide bombing. There were also cartoons poking fun at Christians and Jews. And plastered on the walls, the pictures of Palestinian suicide bombers, young and old, male and female. It was here next to the large poster of a suicide registration form that we met 22-year-old Yazdi, an engineering student from Tehran University.
Why did you sign up to become a martyr?
Martyrdom for me is sweeter than honey. A martyrdom operation is a kind of operation that when you strap explosives on yourself to blow yourself up, you are immediately considered a martyr. Martyrdom operations are a strategic weapon for us against the West, which is equipped with the most modern weapons. Our weapon is based on our belief.
And so if you were told that you need to go for a martyrdom operation in Iraq, Lebanon, anywhere in the Middle East, will you go?
We are ready to sacrifice our lives.
What about the United States, Britain, Europe?
To become a martyr in the U.S., protecting Islam? I would say I am ready to become a martyr protecting Islam anywhere in the world.
Like Yazdi, Masi also volunteered to become a suicide bomber.
Eternal life is on the other side, when you are next to God. I prefer not to be in this world. I would rather be a martyr than live in this world.
According to Yazdi, about 200 signed up at this registration center, which ironically used to be the former U.S. Embassy in Tehran, the site of the 1979 hostage drama. Known around here as the U.S. Den of Espionage, the building is now under the command of the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. The U.S. seal that once greeted visitors at the front gate of the embassy has been sanded down. The embassy walls are covered with a number of anti-American murals.
I am so happy that we are registering people for martyrdom operations in what used to be your embassy. God willing, Islam will be victorious.
But for many of those signing up today, wiping Israel off the face of the earth is the greater priority.
I do not want Israel to exist on the map of the world.
A sentiment that has run deep into this country for 2 generations, and one that Iran's new leader is only too happy to echo every chance he has.
The Zionist regime of Israel is like a rotten, dried tree that will be annihilated by one storm.
The suicide recruits say they can't wait. So while these men and women, who refer to themselves in the video as ticking time bombs in Iran, await their orders, President Ahmadinejad pledges to revive the spirit of the Islamic Revolution and vows that one day Islam will conquer the world.
تردید نکنید که انشاءالله اسلام همه کجاها رو فتح خواهد کرد؟ همه قله های